Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and it's Deb here with Curating Memories and Creative Life. So you guys, today is our hop. It's a YouTube hop for the National World Card Making Day, and I am joined here by all of my crafty peeps, and I have all of their links down below for you, and we are going to make cards. So I'm going to be using the scrapbook kit from Tres Jolie today, and this has all of the items you need to create a card. So we've got flowers, we've got rub-ons, we've got ephemera, we have the scrapbook paper, and I'm going to share with you how to incorporate all of that into making beautiful cards today. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, you guys, so we're going to get started with the first card. Now, I've got 4 cards for you today that are easy peasy, and I was going to try to do some mixed media, but the more I got into it, the more I was like, wasn't quite going with what I wanted, but we'll see. For our first card, I have a regular, just folded over 5.5 by 4.25. I think it's 4.25 inch card. So you're just going to go ahead and cut your papers accordingly, and then fold it in half. So 4.25 by 5.5 is what we have, okay? And that's going to be for all of our cards. These cards are going to be super easy peasy. So if you're in a time crunch, you can go ahead and create one. So for the first layer, I've got a 3 1/8 by 5 3/8. And I'm just going to grab my glue here. Now, some of you know that I just moved, and so I'm still kind of unpacking and getting my room set up, and I got the camera stands that I ordered, and so and I'm still kind of putting everything together. So see, I have like the bare minimum, you guys, of what I'm using. So if you don't have a whole lot of crafty stuff, don't worry about it. Just grab your paper and make some cards. Now, this is a kit that I'm using. So we've got a few things that I will be adding onto these cards that are all in the Tres Jolie kit. And so yeah, so everything is there for you to use. All you have to do is just create. So the next layer we've got is 3 3/4 by 5, and so we're going to go ahead and pop this on top of here. Now this is the Simple Stories, Simple Vintage, what is it? Simple Vintage Autumn, and I have to say, this is a pretty paper. So instead of laying this where it's usually centered, you're going to actually lay this up on top of the brown. You can actually make this piece shorter if you wanted. I just left it like this. I was going to cut it, and then I thought, no, I'm just going to leave it. And then we're going to lay this on top of here. So it's kind of at an angle, and we're going to raise it just a bit. And then you're going to go ahead and cut out one of the tags from the collection, and you get a full sheet of these tags, and I decided to cut this one out, but you get tons. And I'll put the release video of this kit at the end of the video here, so you can check out this kit. It is so pretty. And you're going to go ahead and just cut out one of these, lay this on top like so. Okay. And the reason why I haven't glued this one down yet is because I want to make sure I have it placed right. But I'm going to glue this together first, and we're going to go ahead and put this on top, and I'm going to go ahead and push this up here because I do want a little bit of this to show. I want the trees to show, so I'm going to go ahead and push that there. And I want to ink this part. I just think it's so pretty. And then we're going to lay this kind of catty corner like so. Okay, like that. And just like that. There we go. And then I am going to bring in one of the little charms that we have, and I'm just going to go ahead and stick it right there on top of here. I just think that is so, so pretty. And so let's go ahead and ink this up. Now I've got a few different things to ink this up with, and I think I'm going to go ahead and do the potter's clay. Let's see what that looks like. So this is Memento ink that I've got, and I just need one of my little, let's see here, I might have one that I've used previously. Yeah. So let's see if this will work. I love fall. I love the colors. So in the comments, I want you to tell me, what is your favorite thing about fall? Is it the mocha spiced pumpkin? Is it drinking hot cocoa? Is it the falling leaf, the change of color of the leaves? Yeah. So throughout this, I will be asking a little questions, and then I definitely have a prize. So I will be giving away a $25 gift card to Tres Jolie store, and this is sponsored by Kim Hurd, who is the owner of Tres Jolie, and you will get to go to the store and choose whatever gift you would like. And I wanted to say thanks so much, Kim, for sponsoring us today for National Card Making Day. And then so we're just going to go ahead and we're going to pop this on like this. And I'm just going to go ahead, glue that down. Just like so. And there we go, you guys. Oh my gosh, this turned out so stinking cute. And I'm just going to put my glue on the back of this and then let it dry. And my glue will dry clear, so I'm not worried about this. There we go. So it will stick down. And there we go. And then if you want to, you can definitely add a couple of little things up on top. Again, I'm working bare minimum, so this is what we have for our card. Super easy peasy. Lemon squeezy, you guys. Super easy peasy. So we're going to go ahead and set that aside so it will dry. And then we got our second card. Now our second card is super cute, okay? And we're going to be using the rub-ons. Now the rub-ons, if you've never used them, I am addicted to them, you guys. Let me find my little envelope here. Just one second. Okay, so this is what I have left, you guys, because I have used so much, and I just absolutely love, once you start using the rub-ons, you're going to love it. So we're going to use a rub-on for a card, and we actually use, I think later on, another rub-on. So for this card, you're going to have a couple of layers as well. This first layer is going to be cut at 5 1/8 by 3 1/4, and it's actually going to lay this way. Okay, we're going to make it to where it does horizontal. So this is going to be 5 3 5/8, and this piece is going to lay right on top of here. Okay, and then we've got our last piece, 4 7/8 by 3 1/2, and that is going to lay right on top of here, just like that. And then I picked out this super cute little fox rub-on with this beautiful little circle, and that's going to lay on top of here. And then we've got this little guy here, okay, and he's going to sit just like this. I'm going to push him over just a bit. And you can do your rub-ons on top of here, and then we're going to put something else right here, okay? And then, so that's how this card is going to look. Super, super pretty, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, you guys. That's what it's all about. So, yeah, and I decided, like I said, I decided to come up with these super cute little easy cards because sometimes, you know, I don't know about you, but I love the interactive cards, and I love doing the mixed media on cards as well. And I do have a few things coming up later on this month that have mixed media. And if you're interested in looking at any of my creations, from anything from card making to DIYs to wreath making to Christmas. Christmas is coming up, you guys. So if you want to do some Christmas, start on your Christmas stuff, I have hops and stuff and card making, and I've got other items in my playlist that I've done in the past. Mini album tutorials, folio tutorials, and I have done live tutorials showing how to do folios and things like that. You are more than welcome to take a look at my playlist so you can definitely start creating, a lot of presents for Christmas, or, maybe you want to do some decor for Christmas. And I have a lot of that too. So so I do a lot of different things. I love learning and sharing how to do stuff with other people. And so especially if people are just starting out, because I remember when I was starting out, I didn't know anything. Like I just was like lost, you guys. So any questions you have, just shoot me a comment down below, or if you want to, you can definitely email me anytime. So here we go, you guys. So now we've got our little fox, and we're going to set him right here. And what you do with this is you just rub. Rub, 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 rub. And oh my gosh, this turns out so super cute, you guys. Like I said, I am addicted to these rub-ons now. And at first I was kind of intimidated by them, but oh my gosh, y'all, you are going to love it. I just love how these turn out. And you just rub until you feel that you've got everything on there, and you take away, and there you go. There's your little fox, you guys. So cute. He is so adorable. So now we're going to stick a little pumpkin on him. And I decided to go ahead and choose this pumpkin. This pumpkin is from the collection. And I'm just going to stick it right here, kind of like he's behind that little pumpkin. I think that's so cute. Look at how cute that is, you guys. Oh my gosh. Super cute. So, and then we're going to go ahead, and in the kit you get these little glittery letters, or words I should say, and I'm going to put grateful up here, or gather. Let's see, let's do blessed. Let's do blessed, because this one says thankful. That one says thankful. I like blessed. So we're going to do blessed. Let's see here. I was going to say right above him. We could do blessed right here. So it's kind of like off center just a bit, right in the middle. So we're going to go ahead and glue that down. So it kind of matches up with that little edge right there of the round ephemera piece. And that's going to be just like that. And then we can add some little leaves, or we can add something on the side here. So I'm going to go ahead and pull off just a couple of things, just so that way it looks a little bit more decorative. And you can definitely pop these up if you want to. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and add in that one. And to pop these up, if you wanted to, all you have to do is just grab that, get it off of there. Just going to grab one of these little dots. So here I'm just going to use my pop dots, or not my pop dots, but my pop-up foam tape to pop up these little leaves. And so I'm just popping those on there just like that. And this will give it a nice 3D look. And then I'm going to be showing you how you can use chipboard or cardboard to use on the back of your items to pop up your stickers or ephemera pieces as well. So here's a piece of cardboard that I cut up. And the reason why I've done this before, but I did this because, y'all, I can't find my foam tape. And so I was like, where is my foam tape? And so I just was like, so I couldn't find it. So I just decided to chop up one of my boxes, the edges of my boxes, my moving box. And so there you go. So how cute is that? Oh my gosh. And it didn't take us any time at all. Now, if you want to, you can definitely do something inside of your card. I'm not going to share that with you today. Today is just about, the front of the card, and you can definitely, decorate the inside of your card. We're going to set that aside to dry. Okay, so for our third card, we're going to be doing a really kind of unique card. And so for our little squares, you're going to have 3 little squares that are 2 1/4 by 2 1/2. Okay, and that's going to be the first layer. The second layer is going to be 2 by 2 1/4. And I don't know if you could see that, but it's going to be 2 by 2 1/4 is the second layer. And you are going to cut 3 of these, and these are just going to fit on top of each other, just like this. So just like that, and just like this. Okay, so that's how those are going. So now I'm just going to go ahead and glue all the panels together, and I did speed this up a little bit just so that way we can kind of get through the good part, right, which is the decorating. And you'll see how everything is put together. Okay, so after I got everything adhered together, I went ahead and used pop dots in the corners of each of the squares. And I'm just going to go ahead and place them on top of there. I'm leaving about 1/4 inch from the top panel over as I place my squares down. As you can see, the left side has a larger border on it than the right side. And then this one, I had to put 2 more pop dots, or I keep calling them pop dots, but I mean foam tape. Foam dots. Okay, on the end of one of them, because to lift it up a little bit higher so it would sit right. And there we go. And you're just going to put that right in the middle of those 2. So here I'm bringing in these beautiful yellow flowers that we have in our kit, and these are so pretty. I love these, so pretty. And there's like a light yellow, and then there's like a mustard color yellow, and they're both so gorgeous. And I'm just kind of fixing that one a little bit. I like how it's laying on the side there. So, and I do use a lot of glue on my flowers because I want them to stick. So, but you can use glue dots if you want to. They do stick down pretty easy. Like I have that one sit down and it's already done. It's like stayed, it's not going to go anywhere. So, but yeah, I don't know why. I just always use a lot of glue on my flowers. So next I'm going to lay that one down, and then we're going to go ahead and put one more on there, and I think that one's going to go down there in the corner. And then I was going to use that metal leaf, but I think I wanted to save that for another project. So we're going to put that off to the side, and we're going to go ahead and glue down this third flower here, and we're going to go ahead and add some other ephemera and embellishments on top of here. This is so pretty. Or you could just leave this card just like that. Okay, in the ephemera packet, you get a bunch of different little things. Now, I stuck this one, this sticker, Thankful for You, on cardstock. This actually is from the other ephemera piece. So this one is from the ephemera, which is where your bigger pieces are. These are called bits and bobs, or no, bits and pieces, sorry, bits and pieces. And this comes from this and the hearts. And I really liked this one because I was trying to think about putting this on here. I really like how that looks. But I kind of like this one too. And so I was thinking we would try it out. And so I'm just going to go ahead and actually I'm going to just cut this. There we go, just like that. And I'm sorry if the TV is a little loud. My room is like right next to the TV room here. So if you can hear it, I apologize. It's a little loud. And so I'm not quite sure if I like that as much as I like the other. And so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to put this on here just to try it out. And I'm going to go ahead and yeah, I just really like how this looks here. So let's see here. We can definitely try other colors. So here's the yellow, which I do like the yellow because we've got yellow and yellow. So we're going to go ahead and try that. So yeah, we are definitely going to have to do something about the TV. So I don't know about y'all. It's disturbing me. So, and I'm not sure if y'all can hear it. So we're going to go ahead and put that on there. I think that's going to work. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put some glue on here. And we're going to lift that up. Glue these two together. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop these up. Y'all know I love, if you haven't figured it out, I love using foam tape. It's one of my favorite things to use, y'all. I absolutely love foam tape. So if you don't have foam tape, run on over to the Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, and grab you some foam tape. And in my new house, I know y'all, some of y'all know I just moved. I literally have a Family Dollar across the street from me. Like it's across the street. So it's kind of nice and convenient, I have to say. So it's really, really nice. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to push these down just like that. And there we go. So pretty, you guys. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Okay, so here I'm using some of these cute little ephemera hearts and I'm just putting these sporadically around and tucking them under the flowers. You can use flat back pearls if you want. Again, I'm using just what I have in front of me. So basically, this is what I have. And I just love how these hearts look on this card. And you can place them anywhere. So don't even have to put anything on it. You could just leave the front as it is. So I hope you like our third card. Okay, now we're on to our last card, and we are going to be using some of our rub-ons. I picked out a piece of ephemera. Actually, this was on a card, and one of the cut-apart cards, and I fussy cut it out. So it's that. So I fussy cut that out, and I have some of our panels. So the first panel is going to be 3 1/4 by 4 1/8. And then you have your second panel, which is going to be 3 1/8 by 4. And these are going to lay on each other just like that. The next panel is going to be 2 4 1/4. Okay, and then we've got this yellow, this beautiful yellow, and it's 1 7/8 by 4. And then your third panel for this piece is going to be 1 3/4 by 3 3/4, and that's going to lay on just like that. Okay, so they're all going to stack on top of each other like this, and I'm going to go ahead and glue these down, and then we can put this together. Okay, I have all of my panels put together, and now we're going to glue them on. So now we're going to go ahead and we are going to place this one. Now your card is this way, So we're going to put this up here, just like this, okay? And then we're going to get our second panel. I'm going to scoot this over just a bit. It's kind of a little crooked. We're going to get our second panel and put this right here. So, and then we'll get to do our little thing here. And I'm super excited about this card. Really. And you're just going to leave like a little tiny show there. Just a little tiny one. And bring this down just a bit more. Just like that. And there we go. Just like that. Okay. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and grab our hello. And we're going to place this down here just like this. And we're going to rub that on. So I'm just going to grab my little stick here. And I'm going to make sure that it's okay. And we're just going to rub, rub, rub. And you're just going to rub that on. And you can start seeing when it's coming off of the vellum, okay, or whatever this piece is called, the top layer. You can tell when it's on there, and you're just going to lift it off. And there we go. And then the next one is going to be this fall. Now, you can definitely layer on top of other rub-ons. So this is not going to come off. And I'm going to go ahead and bring this down just a bit so you guys can see a little bit more. There we go. So you could definitely go ahead and we're going to lay this down just like this. Okay. I'm going to scoot it over just a bit. And we're going to go ahead and rub. So while I'm rubbing this on, I did speed it up just a bit. I wanted to ask y'all, do you all do a fall daily? Do you do have you ever done one in the past or anything like that? And I've done one. I think it was for Christmas one year, but I don't think I ever finished it. So let me know if you finished yours. You guys, how cool is that? I love it. I love how that looks. And then, so now we're going to go ahead and pop up this leaf that I fussy cut out from one of the cut apart cards. And I'm just using my cardboard from my moving box. And then I wanted to say, I'm sorry if I'm sniffing a lot, if you hear me sniffling, my allergies are acting up and I took some medicine. So I'm hoping that kicks in here in just a bit. And that is now popped up. How pretty is that? And you could definitely just leave it like this, or if you wanted to, you could definitely put some things around the side here. I thought maybe we might do, I don't know. I really want to do something fun. So here I found this little flower and I just thought that was super pretty and I absolutely loved it. So I went ahead and placed that on the fall, and then I found this rub-on with the window and I thought that would look really nice. So I just rubbed that on top of the pattern paper, and y'all, it looks beautiful after we get this on here. So definitely try your rub-ons on your pattern papers. You're gonna love it. Then I went ahead and found a piece of a little sticker from the sticker sheet, and it's a little flower, and I thought that would look super cute right there. So we've got a lot of fall elements on this card. It is so beautiful, y'all. I love how this card turned out, and I hope that you are having fun and get some ideas. All right, y'all, here are all 4 of the cards that we created with the Fun Scrapbook Kit from Tres Jolie, and I will have that link for you down below so you can check out all of the kits and this one. And I want to say thanks to Kim Hurd for sponsoring the giveaway today. It is a $25 gift certificate to the shop. Then I want to say thank you to Leslie and Kim Murray for inviting me to be a part of this National Card Making YouTube hop. Thank you all so much for inviting me. And then I want to explain to you about the giveaway. You must be a subscriber, you must be 18 years and older, and I must be a visible subscriber on your YouTube channel. Okay, so in order to win the $25 gift certificate. I will have all of the links down below for you, including the participants in this hop. And right now, you'll want to click over at Tiffany's link, which is down below mine, and to click on her link and just go over and see what she created. Thanks again for joining me, y'all. Take care and have a wonderful weekend. Thanks again for joining me for the National Card Making Day YouTube hop. And also, I will be picking the winner for this prize next Saturday. So you have time to comment.